Hello, everybody. We are going to do some hot topics tonight. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I had cleaned the whole house today. And then, of course, um, the puppies that kept on escaping, it was a lot. So, we are definitely here. Let's get into it. We're going to get into unpacking the controversy on Jay Z and the Diddy allegations. But I wanted to do some hot topics first. Let's see. We got Didi Gabor in here. I'm tired of I'm tired of looking forward to your shows and then oh, hey, how are you? I do apologize. I do apologize, Didi. All right, so I'm here. Let me go ahead. Hey, under new management. Well, hello, Miss Salsa. You know what? I do apologize, y'all. Okay, so listen. Okay, so the Jay-Z, since we are here, let me just go ahead and pull up this case right quick. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull up this case. Y'all let somebody know that we're live. Um, Oh, I got it. Y'all, I'm like so unprepared. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, Give me 1 second. Oh no. Mm, Y'all give me 1 second. Okay. I was trying to bring up the lawsuit, but I'm not really sure what happened. I was not really seeing anything. All right. Well, we do have an article that we can read from. This is from Fox News. Jay Z's SA accuser can remain anonymous for now. New York Judge Annalisa Torres ruled that the woman accusing Jay Z and Sean Diddy Combs of rape when she was 13 can remain anonymous. New York Judge Annalisa Torres has ruled that the woman who was accusing Jay Z and Sean P. Diddy Combs of raping her when she was 13 years old can remain anonymous for now. On Thursday, Torres ruled that Jane Doe can remain anonymous but reserved the right to revisit the decision at a future date. If the case continues, Jane Doe may be required to reveal her identity according to the court document obtained by Fox News Digital. Tourists also noted that there's substantial interest from the public regarding this case. The judge also addressed the lawyers for Jay Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, specifically in the court document. Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client, Torres said, referring to Jay Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro. The court will not fast track the judicial process merely because counsel demands it, she continued. Earlier this month, the music mogul filed a motion to dismiss the Great lawsuit. He also requested the court deny the plaintiff's request to proceed anonymously. Jay Z was accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at an MTV VMAs after party in 2000, documents stated. In his motion to dismiss Jay Z, accused Texas based lawyer Tony Busby, who is the attorney representing Jane Doe, of running a sprawling extortion saga whose aim is based and measured in dollars. On Thursday, Busby told Fox News Digital the repeated attempts to discredit and smear the advocate for alleged victims is a failing strategy. Carter's lawyers, okay. So Spiro did not respond to Fox Digital's request for comment. On December the 16th, Spiro spoke at Rock Nation's headquarters in New York and said that the accusations against Jay-Z are probably demonstrably false. Spiro referenced NBC News' recent interview with an unnamed Alabama woman admitting to making some mistakes when it came to recounting what happened at the VMAs after party. Spiro wanted to make it known that these inconsistencies are not minor. If you look at the time, it's not possible this could happen. I want to make sure this is clear. When people make up an account, whether intentionally or their mind is blank or something, they can always get that core part of the story right. They can just keep repeating it over and over and over again. This is what happened, that core part. But they're always going to mess up the details when something isn't real. When something doesn't happen, you're going to get the details wrong because you weren't really there, Spiro said, according to the Hollywood Reporter. He's upset that somebody would be allowed to do this, would be allowed to make a mockery of the system like this. He's upset that this distracts and dissuades real victims from coming forward. He's upset that his kids and family have to deal with this, and he should be upset, he said. So, oh my goodness. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I think it's a lot going on with this case right here. When we talk about Jay-Z in the courts right now, it does seem like, he is utilizing, and all this is alleged. This is all speculation, but it does seem like, he is, throwing his money around and he wants things to, get done ASAP. But the judge said, this isn't how it's going to go. We are going to go through the chain of commands, and that's pretty much what it's going to be. Now, when it comes to Diddy, we have to take a look at this. I'm glad we're here because when we think about Diddy, and everybody always pulls up, well, the people around him that went to glory, that left up out of here. And not even that, it was a simple fact of how he treated his artists. Black Rob left up out of here in horrible conditions. Did he have the money? He could have given like 50,000 or 100,000 out of Young Miami's allowance. Young Miami was getting an allowance from him. But I remember back in the day, this was actually Diddy and Jay-Z went in together and donated $1 million to the Red Cross. I believe it was for Katrina, if I'm not mistaken. But it's now being painted that they weren't friends, they didn't hang out. But then you see the Rock Nation brunch, and then you see the photos of them hanging out. So my thing is, as the public, we are seeing this stuff, right? We never got a statement from Jay or P. Diddy saying, "Hey, we're not friends. This is just a photo op. This is just a photo op." But you can see Jay-Z and P. Diddy sitting around, toasting it up, having drinks, going to the brunch. But then we just can't forget them. Who were the other rappers that were around there? You had T.I., you had DJ Khaled. I mean, you pretty much had all these people at this white party. the Rock Nation brunch party. Then last night we have, was it tonight? Was it yesterday or today? I'm not really sure when it was, but then you have Beyonce performing at the halftime, and she had Blue Ivy with her performing. And I'm starting to be concerned. I'm starting to be concerned, you know, with this young lady under all this pressure, still being forced out here to perform. I mean, for heaven's sake, she's still a kid. And I just want to say this: do y'all believe that Blue Ivy has caught wind of kind of what's going on? Do you believe that J and B are in the house? They're having conversations, kind of about what happened, you know, him fighting off his innocence. And you know what? I believe that he really wanted the this to kind of run through court so it didn't affect Blue Ivy, because I feel like Blue Ivy, they're cooking up a career for her in this industry. You can definitely believe that. Hey, 111, how are you? Yeah, you can definitely believe that they are cooking up a recipe for her to pretty much take over the family's legacy, because we don't see the other kids. I mean, Tia and Tiny, they have their youngest heiress. I mean, what she's like real young, but they have her out here singing. She's got her microphone. Um, but my thing is, when it comes to this court and Jay-Z and this P. Diddy, if he gets pulled into this, because the judge is saying that they're going to acknowledge and they're going to comply with both parties in a fair way. That's just how I'm feeling. For adult audiences only, must be 18 plus to hang at the Butterfly Lounge. Welcome to the Butterfly Lounge, y'all. Get up into it. And listen here, everything is alleged, trigger warning, allegedly, fair use commentary, fair use, trigger warning. Okay? So, when it comes to Diddy and how he had gotten taken down, and you saw his mother come out, you saw the family come out, go to these court dates. I mean, he kept going up for bond, it kept getting denied. And if we think about the charges that are up against him, we got to incorporate this RICO. This is a RICO, people. This was an organization, allegedly. But this is what Diddy is being held for. This is what Diddy is being held for. Um, let's say this. When we think about individuals in these charges, you would usually see like sponsors dropping out. Does anybody know if any sponsors have dropped out for Jay-Z, being that he's in a part of this lawsuit? We already know the liquor company with Diddy, they're not in a good space. And then Diddy's son was just out here for Miss Kim Porter's birthday, December the 15th, and mine as well. And he brought out a card, and it was like an old $10 bill in it. And it was like, oh my God, this is a memorabilia. I think he should have just kept that to himself and shared it with his family. But Christian Combs is now wanting to take over the empire. King Combs wants to take over the empire. A, not just because he looks like him, but B, he's just like him. There, he was wrapped up in a lawsuit. So now it's a fight for the estate or whatever's left. because Miss Janice Combs, allegedly, she can't say nothing. She really has no say so. We've seen that all these years. The only thing that Miss Janice is good for is keeping those secrets and putting everything in her name. Hmm. Allegedly. Now, when it comes to the victim, Miss Jane Doe, we don't get the right to say, oh, well, she's telling the truth, or oh, no, she's not telling the truth. We have to sit back. We have to wait until this goes through the courts. So it's not about, I don't wish nothing on nobody, but this stuff is just coming out. I'm not saying somebody did it. I was not there. I was not in the room. I was not at the event. But what I will do is I will watch and kind of see what's going on. But that's all I have right now, you all. I have to come right back live at 9:30. I have to give you guys the part 2 of Jaguar Rights. So thank you for bearing and holding in with me. I will be back live. I'll do as many lives as I can this evening. Okay. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you on the next broadcast.